Good evening. It's being investigated as a triple homicide.
We are following the very latest developments into a tragic fire in New Haven. It happened in the Fairhaven neighborhood at a multi-family home on Wolcott Street. The fire was so very intense, some people had to jump out of windows to escape. Our team coverage starts with News 8's Ted Coppy, who is live on the scene tonight with more. Ted?
And Keith and Ann, you can see this is still very much an active scene. The crime scene tape up still around this house. Investigators on the scene. We have local and state fire marshals investigating. We have local and state arson investigation squads on the scene. They have a lot to sort out tonight. Not only the cause of this fire, but who set it and why. News of a deadly fire that took the lives of 3 people at this 2-family home at Poplar and Wolcott is bad enough. Then late this afternoon, it got worse. Police confirmed suspicions that the fire was intentionally set. It only adds to the grief of family members like Terry Payne, who came back here today to see where her cousin sacrificed her life to save others.
It's hard for everybody. Everybody real shooken up. As far as it happened, they really don't know how it happened. They just know that my cousin that passed away woke everyone up to get out the house, and that's basically what happened. That's the only thing they really remember.
A total of 15 people lived here, 10 in one unit, 5 in the other. 11 were taken to the hospital for smoke inhalation. Firefighters managed to rescue 2 from the 2nd level, but couldn't get to the 3 trapped on the 3rd floor.
Very hostile fire under some extreme conditions. They were able to rescue 2 people off the porch roof. And if anybody has seen the video of that, again, you can see how hostile the conditions were. They got the 2 people off of the front porch area, and they were forced to bail off themselves. At the same time, simultaneously, we were working to try and get to the 3rd floor to rescue the people who were trapped up on the 3rd floor. The 3rd floor, the people who were trapped on the 3rd floor were cut off by the fire, and they were entrapped by the fire.
Such a tragic scene out here. Now, you heard from Terry Payne, the cousin of the victims who died on the 3rd floor of that house. She said she went to the hospital today to talk to the survivors, and they told her about just how quickly that fire overwhelmed them, spread through the house at incredible speed. They talked about trying to get out, touching door handles that were just too hot to open. Essentially, they found themselves with nowhere left to go except out on that balcony and waiting to be rescued. New Haven police are out in the neighborhood as well. They are investigating. They're asking for your help, as a matter of fact. One of the things they're looking out for is a dark-colored minivan. My colleague Sarah Welch is going to have more on that and the investigation coming up in just a few moments. Reporting live in New Haven, Ted Coppy, News 8.
Ted, thank you. Despite the tragic loss of life, there are stories of heroism emerging from this devastating fire.
I understand you're the hero of the hour here.
Yeah, it wasn't only me. It was a couple of my friends also. I don't want to take all the credit. It was just something that we had, like something we have to do, Just help people in need, that's it.
Describe it to me.
Well, it was actually, the flames were really high, and we was catching people that were jumping out the window, and there was actually babies being passed down from the patio, and we was just grabbing them, make sure they get to their family members to make sure they're safe.
Was that scary for you?
Well, at the moment, it really wasn't. I wasn't thinking about anything, just trying to save the people that were stuck in there.
That was Jose Marrero speaking to News 8's Crystal Haynes. Firefighters also saved 2 people who were trapped by the flames.
More now on the investigation and what police are looking for.
As Ted mentioned earlier, investigators at this point are trying to track down a van seen leaving the area. Our team coverage continues now with News 8's Sarah Welch live from the scene in New Haven. Sarah?
Keith, this may be one of the most important clues released so far. Yes, detectives are looking for a dark-colored minivan that was seen leaving the scene just before the fire started. And tonight, detectives are asking anyone with information to please give them a call. At a news conference this afternoon, the mayor spoke a little bit about this building. They say that it was inspected 3 times in the last 8 months and passed inspection. The landlord's name is Lily Pashandi. She owns 3 other properties in the city, and according to the mayor, she is behind on her taxes. It's unclear if she's been interviewed by police, but detectives said this afternoon they have talked to at least a dozen people in connection with this case. And neighbors this afternoon told us if they hear anything, they will certainly cooperate.
I do hear something, trust me, I will help, because this is not right. What he did, whatever, was not right at all. I will call. Do something about it at least, because I have 2 kids, myself, and I love my kids to death, and I cannot imagine myself without my children.
Talk, because we have more kids, the kids die in the house studying the same kids' school. It's very hard, it's very sad too. to see, that happens with that family.
So again, police are looking for a dark-colored minivan that was seen leaving this scene just before the fire started. New Haven's police chief this afternoon saying now we must find justice. He says at least 10 detectives have been assigned to this case. And again, they're asking anyone with information to please give them a call at 203-946-6304. And you can also find that number by logging onto our website. Neighbors, again, heartbroken here, tell us that they are hoping to have some type of memorial later this evening. On the scene in Fairhaven, Sarah Welch, News 8.